In Margate, a quiet coastal town in Kent, there is an underground grotto just over 20 meters long, whose walls and ceiling are covered with millions of shells arranged in geometric patterns. It was discovered by chance in 1835 during excavation work, and even today no one knows why it was built. Its name is Shell Grotto. It does not appear in ancient documents. It is not linked to any known event, and it bears no signatures or inscriptions. It is simply there. It is 1835 when a man, James Newslove, is simply digging the ground to build a pond for ducks. Beneath his feet, however, he does not find solid ground. He finds a void. What emerges into the light is something no one in the town had ever seen before. A grotto over 20 meters long, more than 2 meters high, entirely decorated with shell mosaics. It was not a forgotten place. It was an unknown one. It is as if it had always been there, and at the same time as if it had never been meant to exist. Almost the entire surface of Shell Grotto is covered with decorations. There are about 190 meters of mosaics, made with more than 4.6 million shells. They are not arranged at random. They form precise, repeated geometric patterns, often floral. Walking inside, the feeling is not that of a natural cave, but of a designed space, conceived, built with an intention that today remains invisible. And it is precisely this intention more than the shells that remains out of reach. Who had the patience and the time to do all this? Today, Shell Grotto is a listed monument open to the public and managed by a non-profit organization. Yet we do not know when it was built. We do not know by whom. And we do not know for what purpose. The shells have never been scientifically analyzed in depth. The risk of damaging the work is too high. Over time, theories have multiplied. Some have suggested a very ancient origin, even 3,000 years ago. Others have spoken of the Knights Templar, or of symbolism linked to Freemasonry. But without scientific dating, none of these hypotheses can be confirmed. They remain suggestions. The most sober, and perhaps most plausible, hypothesis tells another story, that of a very wealthy man between the 18th and 19th centuries who may have decided to build the grotto as a personal whim. Without a practical reason, without a clear message, sometimes the absence of meaning is the only truly solid fact, just to create something unique. But even this, in the end, is only a hypothesis. The mosaics are made of shells of all kinds: mussels, clams, whelks, limpets, scallops, oysters. They are thought to come from various bays along the Kent coast, but most of the background is made with one shell in particular, Littorina obtusata. Shell Grotto does not tell a clear story. It does not celebrate an event. It bears no signature. It is a place that simply exists, and not all places feel the need to explain themselves. And perhaps this is precisely what makes it so fascinating. In a world that constantly seeks explanations, dates, and functions, this grotto remains silent, and it forces us to do something rare, accept not knowing. Shell Grotto has been there since 1835, when it was discovered by chance. Since then it has remained largely unchanged, open to visitors, studied, but never fully explained. It is a place that does not change, while interpretations do.